sailing back to Cedar Point from a trip to Rondo Bay. Morning storms kept us in port and ate up half the day. So we set our sails real late and sailed into the night. When we finally made Sandusky, it was starting to get light. Red right returning, that's a pretty good thing to learn. Like the pointy end is the bow and the flat end is the stern. If you should forget it when you're wandering around, there's a pretty decent chance that you will run your boat aground. There wasn't much boat traffic that early Sunday morn. The light was still dim and gray and just a bit forlorn. That's when the other boat came into view, a fine sport fisherman, and she looked to be brand new. We were trailing her inbound when I looked over the rail. Closing up the gap seemed strange since we were under sail. She wasn't moving very fast, not leaving any wake. When we got close enough to see she wasn't in the lake. She was sitting high atop the Cedar Point wall, not taking any water, not touching it at all. Hope the worst injury was to the captain's pride, 'cause he crashed with a green light on his starboard side. Red right returning, that's a pretty good rule to learn. Right up there with staying afloat and trying not to burn. If you should forget it when you venture from the dock, there's a pretty decent chance that you will end up on a rock. Red right returning, that's a pretty good rule to know. Keeps you in the channel and knowing where to go. If you should forget it when you're motoring around, there's a pretty decent chance that you will run your boat aground. Red right returning, that's a pretty good thing to learn. Like the pointy end is the bow and the flat end is the stern. If you don't know these things like the back of your own hand, do yourself a great big favor and stay safely on dry land.